that's, insanely popular or does really talented work. It's good for everybody to promote you guys, to have you guys listen to us and all that good stuff. So,
I'll definitely be tuning back in. I mean, you turn me on to the Stillhouse Shakers, too.
Hell yeah. See that?
Good stuff. I don't know what is. That's great stuff.
Todd Murphy, man, I might have to put you on the payroll.
I'm going to have to be watching for that name around town, too.
There you go, yeah.
But yeah, definitely. I really appreciate the time that you've given me on your show here, and I'll be tuning in some more. I'm a fan. So.
Hey, Todd, before we let you go, I've got a couple of basic questions that I love to ask bands. When you're not playing music, what do you like to listen to?
Well, besides, I used to do a lot of hiking, camping. I mean, just total outdoors. Canoeing, biking. I gave up my car for years and years and rode my bike everywhere. I mean, I'd be living in Tampa with an appointment in Clearwater. Bam, I would need at least 2-3 hours to get out there. I'd take my bike. So I was just very, very active for the longest time. In 2007, 2008, I hiked the Appalachian Trail from Maine to Georgia.
Really?
And that took me about 8 months. And
now, is that the whole trail, or is that a portion of the trail?
No, that was the entire trail from Maine to Georgia. It was about 2,175 miles at the time, 14 states. And I did it in 2 sections. I tried to do it all at once. I made it from Maine to Dennis Cove, Tennessee in about, 6 months in 2007. But it was December, and it was just freezing cold, and I couldn't take it anymore. I had about, 300 miles to go, maybe 250, 300 miles to go. And I just knew couldn't take it with the weather, so I got off, and I took a few months off, went back in the early spring of 2008, and I knocked out the last section.
That's cool that you came clean on that.
Unfortunately, I couldn't do it as a through hiker. I had to do it in 2 parts, but I gave the through hike my best shot.
Bro, that's respectable, because people that I know one person that's done it, my friend Tom Kowalik from high school up in Chicago, and he did it and has a picture of him sitting on top of a mountain where somebody put a porcelain toilet way up in the sky.
Oh,
he's like nearly in the clouds, and he's pooping, he's butt naked, The picture was viral.
There was a few places like that, just great. You'd have some privies that were just complete, outhouses, completely sheltered.
Yeah.
And then you had some where they just put them in some of the most beautiful, scenic areas. And on the trail, too, you kind of lose a little bit of your modesty. You might be using one of these, and somebody else comes walking up the trail, and you'll notice them, instead of, oh, my God, excuse me, you try to tell, everybody just says, hey, how you doing? You say, hey, I'm all right, I'll be done in a minute, and off they go. And it just became like this whole other way of interacting with people out there. It was a complete, I don't know. It was like a Peter Pan kind of thing, You got up and slept when you want to, ate and drank what you want to, went where you want to, said what you wanted to, and it was a complete regression for me, and I allowed myself to get completely immersed in it, so it was quite the experience.
It's cool that you admitted to doing it in 2 legs, because a lot of people would probably just say that they did it, you know what I mean? So that's very humble of you. I appreciate that.
It was totally out of my control, and in fact, if you Google me, just to do another little selfish plug here, Todd Murphy, Appalachian Trail hiker 2007. I'm a bilateral amputee, and from what they're telling me, I'm the first to have finished the whole trail.
Wait a minute.
I was really excited about that.
Go back just a second. You said you're an amputee?
Yeah, I'm a bilateral amputee. I had the feet and ankles removed when I was very young, so I wear a prosthesis from the knee down on both sides.
Wow.
And,
dude, I had no idea.
Of putting in like a month. I had like 2 or 3 friends who went with me. We were going to put in like a month. I was going to do my best. And once I got through Maine, some people were telling me like, hey man, if you finished Maine, you're going to finish the rest of the trail. Maine was like,
dude, Godspeed,
in their opinion, like hardcore. And so I just kept with it and kept with it and kept with it. And one guy went home early. I got separated from the other guy, and I ended up hiking with a friend I just made an acquaintance to like 15 months before we came up, a lady by the name of Emily Cruz, and she ended up pretty much hiking the whole rest of the trail with me. And even when I went back on the second stretch, even though we didn't get together much on the month in between, when I went back for the second stretch, she was sure to get back on the trail and finish up with me, and it was just, It was great to have a partner along the trail with you,
Wow, Todd, that's amazing, man. I did not know that about you at all. I just like your music, and now I appreciate you even more. That's amazing, dude. I don't.
Thanks.
I don't even know what to say.
It was quite the experience.
Congratulations on completing that, dude.
But now, since doing that, like I said, I used to do a lot of hiking and biking and camping and stuff, so I'm a little more indoors now. I think that was kind of my last hurrah. I don't have that kind of stamina to carry myself that kind of distance anymore with a backpack. Yeah. But I still do. I've got a 3-year-old son, and he just, he's crazy about the outdoors. So
how
as much as I can. And
how young of a man are you? How young of a man are you? I don't mean to interrupt you, but.
Oh, I'm 42.
No, you're same age as Jay. Yeah, I'm 40. Jay's 42. You know who's a lot older than us is Pops, and he's in with us every week. He's 82 years old. He's got a wheelchair and some oxygen going on. He's actually been raising his hand for a couple of minutes here. He wants to talk to you. He wants to ask you a question.
Oh, sure.
Okay, hold on. There you go, Pops.
No, I didn't really want to ask you a question. I wanted it when you were talking about the lack of privacy on the trail with the toilet facilities. I wanted to tell you about one of my experiences back in 1950 when I was headed to Korea. I stopped in Japan. I was in Sasebo. I went into the restroom, and of course they were just little holes in the floor that you peed in. I was standing there peeing, and all of a sudden I look, and here's an old lady sitting next to me. She's squatting down, peeing right alongside of me. She looks up at me with a big smile on her face. I thought, well, if she doesn't care, I don't care.
Exactly. And that's pretty much what it came down to. It was just we're both here, and we're both doing what we got to do, and and then we'll be on with our day.
That's the Appalachian Trail for you right there. Well, hey, Todd, listen, it kind of went over your head, but I'm glad it did because you shared an amazing story with us. But what I originally wanted to ask you was, when you're not playing music, not what do you do, but what do you listen to? What kind of music do you enjoy? Just to listen to.
That's what you were saying. I thought you said, what do you do? Oh, my bad.
But dude, don't get me wrong. Don't feel.
Go back and edit all that out later.
Hell no.
We're live.
That was amazing. Are you kidding me? No, that was a beautiful story.
What I listen to is a lot of I like Medeski, Martin and Wood, Michael Ray and the Cosmic Crew. I like a lot of jazz and instrumental music.
Okay.
But I'm still stuck on my favorites. I just pulled out George Harrison's All Things Must Pass album the other day.
Yeah.
I've been listening to a lot of Flaming Lips.
Oh, I love the Flaming Lips, dude.
Oh, I'm Lips crazy. I love the Flaming Lips. I've been listening to a lot of Daniel Johnston. Really crazy about his songwriting. And Ween. I love Ween.
Pushing Up Daisies, man. Ween was a great band back in the 90s, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, they're coming to the Okeechobee Festival this year.
Cool. Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah. It's going to be great. I saw them when they came to Wani a few years ago. Hey, I could talk about Ween forever. Anyway, yeah, I like it.
Yeah, man, that's cool. That's really cool. I was a big Weezer fan back in the 90s, I really enjoyed that. Yeah. I've seen them like 4 times. I've seen them in Chicago at the Metro. Have you ever been to the Metro in Chicago, just by chance?
No.
I've
never
get the
been
chance.
to Chicago, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's a beautiful city, man.
My mom used to work there.
Oh, Brandon says his mom used to work there. Your aunt used to work there. My bad. That's cool.
I went to see Slayer for free once.
Cool. Yeah, I love the Metro. Dude, it's like, Todd, it's like an old, building in between a bunch of buildings, kind of like Janice Live in St. Pete, but way older,
Oh, okay. I'll have to look it up.
Yeah, when you go inside, there's these concrete pillars, and the stage looks like something out of the Coliseum, It's so cool. It's really awesome.
I like that.
Yeah, it's like an old dirty, place. But anyway, we should probably get going here. I don't want to take up your entire night, dude.
Ain't nothing but a thing, man. I appreciate all the time you've given me.
Dude, it was a pleasure talking to you. And, I had no idea that you did the Appalachian Trail with all the complications that you've had in your life. Dude, amazing. And I got to say,
everybody's got something, man. Yeah.
It is so cool. But your music is why I connected with you. And I'm glad that you called in and got to share it with us. Yeah. And guys, listeners, everybody out there, check out American Songbox on Facebook / American Songbox. Very simple. Reverb Nation, American Songbox. At the WMNF live studio spot this month coming up. Also, the 7th annual Orange Blossom Jamboree in May in Brooksville. That sounds like it's going to be pretty badass. So go out and check out American Songbox, everybody. And Todd Murphy.
Wow, Kevin, thanks a lot.
No, thank you, man. Yeah, don't be a stranger. Call the show anytime, man. Okay?
You know it, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks again.
All right.
Good night, guys.
Thanks, bro.
Night.
Goodbye. There you go, everybody.
Good
American
dude, man.
Songbox. That's awesome, dude.
Cool guy.
Wow.
We'll have to go see them sometime live
yeah,
and
dude.
like maybe do a podcast right outside the bar they're playing at or something.
Right outside their tour bus, man. Yeah, just park it right there in front of the bus, man.
Hell yeah.
No, that's cool, man. I really enjoy this, man. I'm getting to know these local bands, the Stillhouse Shakers. I'm getting kind of tired of them because they keep knocking on my door looking for beer and liquor. Just kidding, Camden. Say it. Come on, Camden, say it.
Say what?
You know what?
Literally assaulting me right now.
Anyway, dude, that was a success, man. Another great interview with another great dude. Very cool.
Change our body, change our name, realize